What's up, guys? TheDevildogGamer here. Yes, the title is correct. Finally gonna tell the story about how I almost lost my channel. You guys have been noticing some stuff recently that I haven't been able to talk about until now, and that's because it's finally finished, kind of. With the intro disappearing all of a sudden, new graphics coming up, things missing here and there, and it all centers around a story, a pretty incredible story, a story I never thought would happen to me, and it's one for the record books, to be honest. And it's luck, and it's just pure luck, to be completely honest. So sit back, grab a beer. This story's a fucking doozy. Anyways, this started about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. My lawyer was contacted. Yes, like a good YouTuber, I do have a trademark copyright lawyer at all times, because that's the fucking thing you need to have as a YouTuber. My lawyer was contacted by the United States Marine Corps. The fucking Marine Corps. Apparently, through some legal stuff, they became aware of my channel. And they were not happy with my use of the EGA. Now, if you're not sure what the EGA is, the EGA is the Eagle Globe and Anchor. It is the symbol of the Marine Corps. And I did have it in my artwork, and I had it in my intro for about 10 seconds. And it wasn't, you know, it's because the name TheDevildogGamer, the nickname of Devil Dog, is a nickname given to Marines. And just because of my Marine Corps background, I really wanted to represent the Marine Corps. It's a lot of pride, heritage, and it's not done in a way to discredit the Marine Corps or anything. It's done in a way that I'm just very proud of my background. I'm proud of, you know, to be a Marine. I'm proud of what I've done, what I've seen, and to be part of that brotherhood. And it was done in a prideful manner. Now, as far as I'm aware, and as I was concerned at the start of this channel, was when you join the Marine Corps, you earn the right to the EGA. That is your introduction into the Marine Corps, into the Brotherhood. There's a huge ceremony for it to even just get the Eagle Globe and Anchor. Not even to become a Marine, just to get the Eagle Globe and Anchor. And to me, it's you, as a Marine, you own that. That is yours. The EGA is yours. It's not the Marine Corps'. It's yours. So, you know, and you see EGAs all over the place. There's people, almost every Marine has one somewhere, puts it on products, puts it on their, you know, their business logos, all kinds of things. And it's done out of a prideful manner. It's not a way to make money off the EGA. It's to show pride for that brotherhood that you're a part of. Which I did. And I didn't think anything of it, because me saying, you know, hey, why would anybody come after me for a use of the EGA? It's in a 10-second intro. It's in a few things of artwork. I'm not making money on the EGA. I'm not selling t-shirts with the EGA on it, or coffee mugs with the EGA on it. I'm not, it's such a minuscule part of each video that I wasn't worried about it. Well, the fucking Marine Corps was. And just when I thought I was done getting fucked by the green weenie, here it comes, almost fucking, what is it, almost eight years later, coming back to slap me again. Now, this was very serious. This was from the counselor's office of the Marine Corps trademark office. And from what I can discern from it all, I was very standoffish with this. My lawyer handled this 100%. And, you know, he did a fucking amazing job. This guy is literally amazing. And the funny thing is, he does this trademark and copyright stuff. It's not his main, what he does mainly. It's his side thing. It's his interest. So he does all this for fun, and he was telling me the whole time, he's like, hey man, you know, I know this sucks for you guys, but I'm having a blast with this, you know what I mean? So he's kind of an asshole about that, but he was really top-notch lawyer. And where was I getting to? Okay, so they came at me and said, you know, listen, first of all, the use of the Marine, first they didn't like the name TheDevildogGamer, which totally has completely changed. It was a way to get into the EGA for them. So that was basically just them kind of getting their foot in the door kind of thing, which was no biggie. I can keep TheDevildogGamer. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I can completely use that. So it didn't. They started with the TheDevildogGamer, then it moved to the EGA when they checked it out, and then from there, they were like, we don't like the use of the EGA. You know, and they were talking, you know, a lot of talk was going around about deleting videos and stuff. First they were like, can you delete all the videos that have the intro? I have like 1,500 fucking videos, I think. I was like, absolutely. I was like, absolutely not. Like, that is not happening whatsoever. I was like, foot on the ground, like, I will take this to court. We are not deleting videos whatsoever. So, big back and forth between the lawyers. Now, I actually talked to a few buddies, I'm not going to say who know people very high up in the Marine Corps, like the Pentagon, and, you know, way up there. Like, if I, and there were offers to get people like that involved, to completely go past that office that handles this and go straight to the fucking top in the Marine Corps. And I held off. And the reason I held off on that is, if I couldn't solve this with lawyers through the office that handles this with the Marine Corps, why would I immediately jump to going higher up in the Marine Corps and getting people involved that maybe might help the situation, but may would make it worse in its sense? To me, it seemed stupid. That was a last resort, like, this channel's gonna get shut down, they're gonna delete everything, balls in, like, everything, you know, all the cards in, let's do this kind of thing. That would have been my very last case scenario. But to do that from the start would have been stupid on my part, because in the end, you know, we'll get to the end, and it's all fine. But so it became to deleting videos and stuff like that, and I was like, no, not gonna happen. So then the offer was, what if you delete one video a day? And I was like, still very hesitant on that. Deleting videos can really fuck you up in the YouTube search engine optimization. It really can mess you up with the analytics. I mean, it's so hit or miss with YouTube as it is now that I was extremely hesitant about deleting anything, because all it takes is that one minuscule thing and you're basically getting like 10,000 views a fucking day, kind of bullshit. It's like, okay, YouTube's not my job anymore, fuck it. And I was very fucking hesitant on that, but that was a big option. Now, the funny thing is, when I was talking to a few of my friends, what came up was that the EGA wasn't actually, and I don't know if this is true or not, I didn't, you know, this would have been if it went to court kind of thing, would have been brought up. But apparently the EGA was just recently trademarked by the Marine Corps. And I think that's why I kind of flew under the radar for a bit of time with it. And, you know, if that's the case, you know, as long as I ran through, because I even used it as my sub icon, which is getting changed, unfortunately, guys, on Twitch. And Twitch does a copyright check on all their stuff that you submit to them with their emotes and subscriber stuff, and they came back and said I could use it. So that kind of gave more, you know, okay, we're fine with this then. So the EGA use isn't going to be bad. Turns out it is. So I got a bone to pick with Twitch on that. It's basically my fault, but still, come on, you guys got to really check it up a little harder. So regardless if it was just trademarked and copyrighted here recently, it was my past use of it. Then I began talking to my lawyer about, listen, you can license the EGA. So I began to talk to my lawyer as an option of maybe licensing it for a set dollar amount for past use and ceasing it from there to keep all the videos up. That was an option that he was discussing. And then I brought up, what if I can cover it up? What if I can cover up all the EGAs, we cease use immediately? Well, ceasing use of the EGAs was done immediately. We stopped using intros, we stopped using everything. And that's where we went from there. But I was like, what if there's a way to cover this all up? What if there's a way to use like annotations to cover up the EGA? So I tried it. A lot of the annotations, they don't have the big black ones anymore. They're see-through and shit like that. Wasn't looking good at all. It was trashy. It was kind of like a trashy way to do this. And I'm like, whatever, you know. It's like, you know, whatever. You know, it wasn't going to work. And, you know, the funny thing was, one of the, my lawyer told me that they weren't really, and it's not that the use of the EGA, they were afraid people were going to think I was represented the Marine Corps, which was kind of dumb, to me, to be honest. Like, that's just saying people are that fucking stupid to think that I'm an official representative of the Marine Corps and I'm involved in the Marine Corps in any which way, shape, or form. Half of my fucking subscribers don't even know I was in the fucking Marines, even though my About Me and all that says it, and, you know, it's like, really? You know, but to me, you know, I gave them the benefit of the doubt. It's protecting your name, protecting the Brotherhood, what it is. You know, you can't just have anybody going around using it. So I understand that. And, you know, when they said, well, we kind of disagree with what you do, it kind of hurt a little bit. It did hurt my feelings, really cool. Just a tad bit. So that was, you know, that was kind of a shitty thing. So after we tried the annotations, I went digging further into YouTube. I was like, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to do something about this without like post-editing it. You know, I didn't want to delete and re-download just because it might fuck up me on the SEO. So I dug a little deeper into YouTube, and apparently, holy shit, YouTube did something fucking right. Apparently, you can blur stuff in YouTube. Actually, already videos on, you can blur them. I was like, holy fucking shit. YouTube, where have you been hiding this? Like, why didn't I know about this? Oh my god, I could have used it for so many other things back in the day. So I did a little test sample up. It took about an hour to get going. And it finally came up, and holy shit, the EGA was blurred out of the intro of the video. So I sent it to the lawyer. I was like, listen, this is our one shot. Like, this is what I can do. Everybody's happy, you know, and it's amazing. So the Marine Corps lawyer looked at it and said, fuck yes, let's do this. That's perfect. Give me a timetable for, you know, because you can't just say you have to blur all the videos. If on a legal document, you need to say, you know, set certain standards, like how many a month are done, how many a week, you know, stuff like that. So I talked to the missus who, you know, the missus works for me. She does all the bookkeeping and crazy shit that I don't have fucking time to do. So her job is now to blur all of the EGAs. And I had her go through it, and I said, how many do you think you can get done a month? And she was like, 250 videos at the most a month. So we sent that in, they accepted it, and we drew up a legal agreement with the United States Marine Corps for removal of the use of the EGA and everything. It was the craziest shit ever. Like, in all honesty, completely nutty. I'm in a legal agreement with the United States Marine Corps. I can't even believe it. And it's dumb. It was a really dumb situation. There was something else I wanted to say about this, but I can't remember. Not being able to talk about it while it was happening was kind of killing me. I wanted to tell you guys about it because everybody's like, "What's your intro, man?" And it's not, and I couldn't just tell everybody because you never knew how it was going to happen and stuff like that, or where it was going to go. It was really ridiculous, to be honest. It was really ridiculous. What was I gonna say, dude? I was gonna add something else to the whole thing, but it was nuts. With the agreement though, with the 250, they're not gonna monitor the changes to it too closely. It's pretty, you know, they're being very cool about it. Oh, I know what I want to say. See, the cool thing about this was the Marine Corps does not want to go out of its way to actively fuck over one of their own. And I think that's why there was a lot of leniency in the way of the Marine Corps. I feel like if this was a civilian doing this, the hammer would have hit fucking hard as shit. But because it was a veteran, and a Marine Corps veteran, there was leniency. Because the Marine Corps is a brotherhood. We do look out for each other, and you know, there are rules and stuff like that, and you have to follow them, which, you know, I wasn't following them at the time. I wasn't aware that there was really rules, so that was my own fault, and it was them bringing it to attention and correcting it. This could have gone so many other ways. So many other ways. This could have been a complete channel shutdown, everything. And really big props to the Marine Corps for actually taking the time, working with me to fix this and you know, to get this to where both parties are happy, really. Because they didn't have to do this. They didn't have to do this at all. They could have fucking sued me, shut the channel down, all kinds of shit. They could have done all kinds of shit. And, you know, as shitty as the situation was, it was a learning process. And to me, it was actually an experience because I actually had, to be honest, a really pleasant experience with the Marine Corps as a veteran. Usually you don't get those kind of things. Usually any sort of past experience with the Marine Corps as a veteran you get dealing with them after service is usually kind of shitty, to be honest. Like, it's kind of like dealing with the VA. But honestly, big props to the Marine Corps for it, you know, working with me, helping us get straightened out and everything like that. So Mrs. Devil Dog's got a lot of work. It's going to take a pretty long time to get these videos done. And they said they're not going to be really too hard on me with the 250 a month. They're going to be pretty lenient. They will be checking up here and there. They're pretty confident that we're going to get it done and that we're going to comply and everything like that. So big props to them. Big props to my lawyer for saving my ass. I mean, the dude fucking saved me. And, you know, I hope you guys understand. A lot of people are pissed about the intro leaving and no more EGA. Listen, there's nothing we can do about it. If you're one of those guys that are pissed off, it's either this or the channel disappears, to be honest. So, fuck the EGA. See you later. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Gone. We're working on a new intro. You know, the graphics and stuff, they're just placeholders for right now. Working to get more stuff done because it was spur of the moment. Didn't really know what I wanted to do, so we just threw shit up there basically to get it going. But everything's situated, agreement signed, channel safe, not going anywhere, and you know, so that's what happened. It wasn't really as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was kind of a nail biter and a stress monster there for a little bit, but at the end of the day, we got it all straightened out. And again, big props to the Marine Corps for helping me out. But yeah, if you don't know, I'm not affiliated with the Marine Corps in any official way. So to anybody who thought, you know, I doubt anybody, but anybody who thought that, I'm not. But anyways, boys, thanks for all your support for all these years. You guys are amazing. Without you guys, it'd be nothing. And thanks for hanging with me through this tremendous, stressful time. And I appreciate you guys. I love you all. Talk to you guys later. Peace.